Hi guys, good morning. I haven't been doing I didn't do my Saturday video this past week. Um, Sorry about that. I've been under the weather. I still have a chest thing going. And I've been trying to work as well. And, I have a home daycare for the new people here. Welcome, by the way. I'm very happy to have you to my channel. I think many of you subscribed because of the Johnny Depp birthday video I put up, and that was a labor of love for sure. But go check out my other videos. This is a very eclectic channel, but I do love me some Johnny Depp. Yeah, I've just been under the weather and trying to take care of these kids too, and the kind of job that I have, you know, I can't call in sick. You know what I'm saying? But I should be able to get back to the Saturday videos this Saturday and finish with the part 2 of the Dreamcatcher. I've already got the rest of it assembled and ready to show you how to attach the feathers to the frame. The rest of it, I just haven't felt well enough to, get in there and do it for you. I've been going straight to bed after work, but I'll get all that in. I'm already feeling much better. I'm just clearing this chest out, and I should be able to get back to everything this Saturday. I'm also going to be doing a review of Victoria Mary Clark's book, Angel in Disguise. I'm going to be doing that this week, this weekend at some point as well. But I wanted to get on here this morning, hopefully real quick, before the kids start showing up. Because I had another dream about my dad last night. One of the things of this channel, if you'll notice the name, it's Hearts United Gather Strength, and that's H.U.G.S. One of the things I do here, not just helping folks with narcissistic abuse recovery, but also, just in general, offering my heart to you, and letting you know, showing you too that the one offering advice also, it's because I experienced these things. But my dad died in 2005, and I gotta tell you, it doesn't get easier. You just kind of learn to live with them in your life in a different way. I don't have time to really go into that right this minute, but every now and then I have a dream about my dad, and they always make me miss him so much. Yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night after having this dream, and I wanted to just lay there and bawl, but I couldn't. I had to get back to sleep, or I just would have been no good today at all. So I kind of had to force the lump in my throat down and just kind of try to relax and get back to sleep. But I have a lot of guilt because I wasn't there. None of us were there when he passed, because it was like kind of sudden-ish. He had had heart problems, but he seemed to be doing okay-ish. He was on a lot of medications, always doing this with his chest, always. He never actually had a heart attack, but he had a quadruple bypass because he was having like mini strokes. But ever since that quadruple bypass, he just wasn't the same physically. But he never stopped. When he passed away, he was cleaning up, and I've told this story on here before, he was cleaning a paint gun, getting ready to go paint on the church. They were adding an addition to his church, and he loved working on that church, and he loved doing things for the elderly people in his church especially. He would go help them with things, work on their homes and stuff like that. And he loved working in his yard, his garden. My dad's philosophy was that minute that just went by, you can't get that back. It's gone. So he filled his days with things to do, and he tried to encourage us to do the same, which I think is where I have a hard time just wanting to, just allowing myself even time to heal, allowing myself time for me. I'm getting better about it. I am getting better about that as I get older. But yeah, so when I dream about him, it kind of messes with my head for a while, because of the last time I saw him, he pretty much begged me not to leave. Didn't want me to leave. And I told him I'd come back on the weekends. I lived in Tennessee and he lived in North Carolina. And my husband worked. I don't know why I said that, but on the way home, I told my husband, I said, I'm never going to see him again. It was just the strongest feeling. And he did ask me if I wanted to turn around. And I said no, because he had to get to work. And but that came true. I spoke to him on the phone, of course, several times. And a month before he passed, I actually dreamt that he passed. So I have these dreams sometimes. Last night's dream, I dreamt that I was trying to take care of him. At the very end of the dream, after he passes away in my dream, he comes walking out of the front door, like, and my sister's there and family's there, and comes walking out the front. This is in my dream after he had passed away. Comes walking out the front door like everything's fine, looking healthy and well and young, and gives me a hug and says, sorry. He hops into his car, and I guess it would be his dream car, and he says, it's time to go home. I gotta go home. And he was happy to be going home, and I'm like in shock, and I'm looking, and he's happy and driving away, and my sisters are gonna laugh at this next part. But the car lifts up and he's happy as he can be, going up to heaven. And I realized home, he meant heaven. The reason I said you laugh at that part, and my sisters will laugh, is because that's the ending to Grease. It's one of our favorite movies, and that's probably where my brain picked up on that. But so maybe that's my dad's way of making me giggle. But I'm sorry. But yeah, I think my guilt, the way I interpret the dream, I think the whole dream was, because in the whole dream I'm trying to take care of him and protect him even. And I think somewhere along the line, I think that was my guilt for not staying, for not going back to visit him every weekend, for not being there when he passed away. It wasn't in the hospital or anything, or even bedridden. He was very active. It was just a sudden gone. Here 1 second, gone the next. Just literally like that. I think that was my guilt, in my dream, me taking care of him like that in my dream. But I think somewhere along that dream, my dad may have intervened and, said, no, this is the way it is. and I'm happy, and I'm okay. Better than okay, you know. So, and those hugs I get in the dreams when he hugs me. I've had other dreams where he's hugged me, or I felt his hands. His hands were very rough and callous from years of hard work, and they always feel so real. So, yeah, thanks for letting me talk this out. um, so, guys, just to say that if it's been 2 minutes, 2 hours, 2 days, 2 years, 20 years, it doesn't matter how long your loved one's been gone. It's okay to feel the way you feel. It is. Those grieving steps and processes, stuff's a bunch of hooey. You'll go through grief in your time, in your own way. Steps can repeat themselves for years. You know, those feelings can come back, and you learn to live with that loved one in your life, in your heart. It's in a different way. And sometimes if you have a dream about them, it can make those feelings resurface. But it's okay. And don't let anybody ever tell you you should be over it. Ever. Because it's not something you ever really do get over. God bless. And we'll see you guys this weekend for our Saturday chat, the Dreamcatcher. We'll finish that, the first one. And
like a bird on
see ya.
a tree.
God bless.
I'm just sitting here. I got time.